2.
I am in such a good mood today, you guys. I have never seen more beautiful shoes in my life. Hello my lovelies and welcome to the new vlog. A beautiful and humid day in Monaco today, and we are kind of getting some stuff done, Filippo and I. This is my outfit of the day. I actually really like it. Oh, by the way, if you are new to this channel, my name is Tamara, but if you are not, then welcome back. I am in such a good mood today, you guys, and I think it has something to do with the fact that whenever I'm here, everything just feels so right. Here's my husband, and he insisted that today we swing to Hermes as well, just to have a little look. Normally in August they get like really good autumn winter collection. They're very good pieces from the autumn winter collections. We're gonna go and have a little look because usually in August we would be here anyway, so this is our kind of usual. Filippo is trying to, I don't know, he's looking for a car. I don't even know what he's looking for, I'm not really sure. And we're gonna take it this morning for a little errand run. But before we do that, I thought I'd quickly show you my outfit check. I thought you guys might want to see it. I will link all of the pieces below: the top, the shorts, the bag, the sandals, and I actually really love these sunglasses. So that's it. Here we are. We're gonna wait for the gentleman to finish the phone call, but in the meanwhile, let's see what's up here. I love this bag. I actually have this bag in the pearly version, which you guys know. I'm sure you guys remember it very well. But look how beautiful is this one. It's like full of sequins, but in multicolor, which makes it look exceptional. While we're waiting for Filippo, I just wanted to show you actually the sides of this top. This is the side, and it's kind of like a parachute style top. I really love it. And I decided to wear the kitten heels with these baggy shorts because when you wear like heels with a bit of like a baggy thing, it always balances it out. And I normally wear this bag like this, not on my wrist. But when I'm vlogging, I need to hold the camera, then I carry it on my wrist because it's like my hands are free. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Let's go. It's autumn winter. Let's do this, Filippo. We came to see some autumn winter bits and bobs. And I love this. I don't know if you can see, it's like a silk jacket. And it looks really cool when it's closed. I love it. Okay. And then, look at this dress. So, it's kind of like, I've styled it like this. It doesn't look like this naturally. But this is removable, Filippo, you know? It's like a vest.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
It's not attached.
Ah.
I know it is attached,
It's
sorry.
attached.
Sorry, my bad. And then, this looks kind of like this. You see, like this is a bit more sporty, but I think it's so cool. Back into my initial outfit. Mission successful. I wanted to try this jacket on where now it's all around, and look how beautiful. It's a bit cropped. Okay, we are both starving. It's 1:42 and we did not have breakfast. I had a coffee though, which yeah, helps. Maybe not the best to have an empty stomach, but I always kind of, you know, I try to be smart about it. Right, current plan. What is current plan, Filippo?
Current plan is we go for lunch.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then after lunch we go home and we start packing for tomorrow, baby.
I actually have to do some work. I have to shoot a little project most likely and a few other things. But yes, I need to pack. However, one thing I wanted to say is that we are undecided on where we're going for lunch, right?
No, we decided.
We decided where we're going.
We're going to Cipriani.
Cipriani, okay.
Look
Look at the queue outside of Goyard. It's like camping. It's really busy out there. I'm very happy with my shopping. And we finished quite a few different things, so I'm happy with that as well. I guess we're already looking into autumn winter vibes, which also it makes me happy. I'm loving these glasses today. I think like with the hair down, they look really good. We came to Cipriani. It's so good, you guys. I got a sea bass, like Mediterranean style, which means with olives and tomatoes inside of rice. Tastes so good, like olive oil. And Filippo copied my choice as well. You see, fish, rice, Fish fries, okay. Very hot and I'm very hungry, so I cut the fish so it can cool down a little bit. Lunch done. It was 10 out of 10. So delicious. So delicious. I loved it. Loved every second of that. I actually even maybe preferred cipriani for lunch than dinner, and Filippo said the same.
Yeah.
So
I also love it at dinner, but I know you don't like it at dinner.
no, I love it at dinner.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. I just maybe don't want to go there every single night for dinner.
No?
No. Now we're going to Bottega Veneta because my husband would like to get something for
I
the
just want you to see
vacation.
the collection.
He wants me to see and approve. I love that like he values my opinion so much because it's very nice, you know? That makes me feel appreciated. You make me feel appreciated every day.
Ho mangiato un po' troppo.
Me too. I
We
think
say ho mangiato un po' troppo.
anch'io ho mangiato un po' troppo.
How do you say that in Serbian?
Baš sam se prejela.
Huh?
But you have to say it this way. Baš sam se prejela.
Pasha se prela.
Kinda, you got it. Baš is like a lot.
Baš.
Sam is the verb.
Sam.
Se is like
Sam se prela.
pramenica. Prela is overeaten.
Basha
Baš
se.
sam.
Sam se prela.
Yeah. Prela.
Basha sam se prela.
But that's for a donna, for a female. Baš sam se prejeo.
Basha se.
No baša, baš.
Baš se sam se prejo.
I'm gonna film now for my sister. Wait, do you think you can do it? This is so funny. I'm gonna send it to her. This is so funny, but also, you know, it's very important. Okay.
Basha sam se prejo.
I'm sending to my sister. This is so funny, baby.
Basha sam se prejo.
Honestly, we never bored. Filippo and I, one thing about us is that we always have so much fun, you and I. And at the wedding this weekend, everybody came to us and they were like, oh my God, you guys have so much fun. We're like dancing together and performing, and Filippo was singing, and he took like a stick for limbo dance, and we always find entertainment. I don't know how, but we are never bored. And also, I think my husband is the funniest. I'm not a person that like laughs. I'm a Balkan person. I don't show many emotion like so obvious.
That we always speak in English between the two of us. I don't know why.
But because we started in English, now it's like a bit silly to speak in Italian.
But in English, I don't know if some of you guys is married or in a relationship with somebody that doesn't speak your language. Because if you think about it, my first language is Italian, and I'm living my life in English.
Correct.
So I am performing 50% of my potentials.
Right.
Because it's not easy to be, in Italian I'm very funny. You can ask my friends. In Italian I'm really funny. But in English, it's not also, first of all, that when you speak English, the humor is different. It's like if I say a joke in Italian or if you say it in English, it's two different jokes.
At least I know your culture, and I watch movies in your language, and I can listen to songs in your language, and I can understand them if you want to show me something. So at least I can kind of understand you and where you come from 70% more than you can understand me, because you cannot understand movies in my language, you cannot understand songs in my language. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is like the way that we understand each other. Obviously we understand each other without words nowadays, Filippo. I don't know what you think, but I don't even need to say something. I look at Filippo and he says it and we start laughing so much, and I just look at Filippo and we burst laughing, because we both know what we're thinking. And it's just, it's so funny. Look how you look, like a little sloth. Guys, as you can see,
Maybe yes.
Filippo also got little something. So mission successful, but it's so humid. I got exhausted.
Same, guys.
Really?
It's very, very hot today in Monaco. It's very, very hot all over the world, beside in the islands.
Yeah.
So,
We have to wrap up because I have a lot of
That's why we're
Shooting.
taking the short way.
Shooting to do. So let's go home. Why am I always wearing this black set? I don't know, but I also know it's because it's very comfortable. The black shorts and the black top. I think like I've worn it in like so many of my videos right now that I'm embarrassed to wear it. And I'm gonna take these slippers off because they make funny noise. And as a proof that it's today, you can see I'm wearing the same jewelry as I wore throughout this video, and same makeup and same hair. I mean, everything is the same. Anyway, I have a few things that I wanted to show you, but first, a small little beauty chat. I want to show you some things that I bought. Okay, are you ready? I didn't buy this. Actually, I received this in a or maybe I bought it because I did buy it and I also received... No, this one I bought. Summer Fridays jet lag overnight eye serum. So obviously I like the jet lag mask as well, but somehow it's one of my favorite products ever, but if I overuse it, I tend to break out, so I can't overuse it. I need to use it very moderately. But this for under eyes, I used also on my wedding day. It's so moisturizing, it's incredible. Something that I bought today and I'm already obsessed with. I bought this, you know, in Monaco in the health store. I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to be talking about. It's like in Metropole downstairs. There's that kind of like pharmacy, but it's not a pharmacy. And it's like my favorite shop in the whole of Monte Carlo. Like, I love it so much. If you come to Monaco, you have to go to the health store downstairs because it's the best. So good. So good, and I go there so often that it's crazy. But anyway, today I got this. It was just by the till, and it's this brand called Cure, and it says it's remarkable therapy cosmetics omega oil for nails and cuticles. That's it actually, and it looks like this. It has like a roll-on stick. The oil is quite thick, so it's not runny. It's thick, but it's so beautifully moisturizing, but not sticky and greasy. I do not know how to explain it, but I love it. I've applied it today several times. I mean, I only just got it today, and I really, really love it. It smells like nothing, like omega oil, like the one that you take orally, like soft jelly capsules. It's not really a capsules, it's the jelly capsules in a way. I went to buy a gift, and then in the same shop, they're selling Parfum de Marly, and you guys know my favorite Parfum de Marly is Valaya. In fact, normally it lives there. Where is it? I don't have much fragrance here in Monaco, and I don't want to have too many fragrances that I don't like or don't use or don't want or whatever. I'll show you what I have, okay? Something seemed to be like missing. I don't know how is this possible, but is it here? Yes, okay. So this is what I have right now. I have the Armani Iris Blue. It's really like light and summery scent. I have Parfum de Marly Delina Rosé. Le Rosé, I almost said. Delina Le Rosé, yes. And it's like a little bit more rosy Delina, quite light and fresh. And then I have Byredo Animalique. This is my more autumnal fragrance. It's more warm. This is like the most my taste in fragrances, like very, very warm and fuzzy, but a little bit autumnal. It's not as light as the other two. But then today I bought this, and I only bought it because it's a small size, so I can put it in my handbag. And I love to have these small size Parfum de Marly's because it's so nice and so chic. I think it's really chic to have a small fragrance like this. Like, you put in your handbag and it's just like a small little fragrance in your handbag. Actually, it reminds me of my mom. My mom uses this fragrance. Maybe another reason I really, really, really love it. I like it. Yeah, I'll link them below. I'll link all of my favorites below so you guys can check them out. But I really like them. I have another one, actually, handbag fragrance. I'll show you. This little Hermes set. Okay, actually tomorrow maybe I should top up. And inside there are these 3 fragrances. But my favorite one, I didn't realize they're all different. I thought they're all the same and they're perfect for handbag, but they're all different. And my favorite Hermes fragrance of these like special ones, you know, is Vetiver Tonka. But I have here Amber Narguilé. I'm gonna give this one to my best friend. She's gonna love it. It's quite sweet. This one is Agar Eben. And then Santal Masoya. Since I love Santal, well, my favorite one, I have no idea where I put it. It was the 4th one. So I have these little ones. They're so cute for the handbag as well. Because, like I said, I do think it's quite chic to have a handbag fragrance, but like a handbag size, you know, like a small one. Not like a sample size, not a tester, like a small fragrance in your bag. I did a little bit of shopping, not too much shopping, but a little bit of shopping on My Theresa recently. And you guys know the drill. I bought these items and I wanted to show you what I bought for kind of like a little bit of fall season, but not fully. Still a little bit of summery as well, some pieces. The shoes though for the fall season, and I'll link them in case you guys like them. I'm not sure you guys are gonna like them. So, are you ready? The first pair of shoes I think is the most man-repelling one. Do you think it's man-repelling, Filippo? You like it?
I love it.
I'm very happy to hear that because I have never seen more beautiful shoes in my life. Is that a bold statement? They're not beautiful, actually. I don't know. I love Kate's shoes. I have my most worn shoes of the year are the zebra flats, and I decided to get these. These are sort of like a mix of a loafer and a ballerina. So they're a loaferina.
No, I don't think they are a mix of loafers and ballerina. I think they are a mix of loafers and classic men's smoking shoes. Where do you see the ballerina?
Like it's a round shoe.
No, that's a classic men's shoe.
Okay, a mix of a...
A mix of a men's shoe.
Whatever.
Guys,
Chanel.
you can comment and say if you agree with me or with Tamara. Because if you guys see a ballerina there, then I don't know.
Blah, blah,
what
blah.
I see is a classic men's shoe.
This
But they
is
are
so
so
insane. And I think Chanel had similar shoes like these, probably for much more money. But these are cooler, let me tell you. Look at this. Okay, so I don't know if you can see well, but imagine this in fall, kind of when you don't want to wear a loafer because you're like, oh, I don't want to wear loafers, you know? And then we wear this. I am obsessed. I think they're so cool. Of course, you guys know me. You know what kind of shoes I like. Yeah, I tend to really like things particular, but when I like something, I like to get it in many different colors, which brings me to our next item that while I was talking, Filippo was unpacking for whatever reason. Show me the box. Okay, maybe they can guess because I already have these shoes in several different colors. Only 2 different colors or 3? I think 2, but anyway, I'll show you. I got the chestnut color of my favorite, the raw loafer. This is the loafer. You've seen it before 1 million times. I love it. It's actually so comfortable. I traveled in them to Antiparos. I traveled in them to Sicily and back, and I just love them so much. They are my go-to shoe for every single season, including August, including December. They're comfortable. They are like a glove, and I really love them. And that is the story here to be told. Now you cannot see my head, but it doesn't really matter. You can see the shoes. I think these are not cooler. I think these are very classic. So they're more of a classic style, not the cool style. But I think in this brown color for fall, I cannot wait. I'm just imagining like me, New York Fashion Week, that vibe. I really love them. I really love them. And I love this color. Ta-da! Now over here we have a few other things to show you. This is the first item that I would like to show you, and it is a knit dress. Let's put it on, okay? Because I need to pack for holidays and I need to see what looks perfect. I also received my dry cleaning, so it's like packing, you know? This rail is already very, very useful. I actually love this a little bit more than I thought I would love it. My only concern is I wear a lot of jewelry, and do you think I'll be catching this knit? Let me see with the heels on. I like it. It's so chic. It's like knit and really gorgeous. Can you see? I don't think I'm wearing the right underwear right now because I wasn't planning on doing this, but this is really beautiful. Gorgina. Next, I love the skirt is perfection. The bra might be a little bit too much for some, but imagine over this a nice little sheer organza top, which I haven't got here, but I have it in Milan, and I think it will work well. I can't see myself because I put the rail here now, but I really, really love this. What do you guys think? I love the organza part, and I love this material. The material, if I come closer, it's kind of like boucle-ish vibes, right? So, very, very, very pretty. This is the skirt. Okay, I don't think you could hear anything, but Filippo says he loves it and he thinks I just need like a leather jacket on top, whether it's like black or brown or something like this with like a leather jacket to make it a little bit cooler, you know what I mean? More edgy, or even like a white denim one in like autumn. now, but the skirt is where I think is so stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Filippo thinks this dress looks a lot like my wedding dress, my reception dress. So if you're looking for something like that, this is your option. My reception dress was not a balloon shaped at the bottom. This is like so gorgeous, but I think I need a bigger size because it's too tight here. I'm a little bit done with my bridal era, but I love this dress so much. I wanted to get in my favorite color. It's like a mini dress that I basically wore at my bachelorette as well, or hendu as we call it in England. Let me have a look, because the material is different, so I can actually have a look here. Oh, I love it. You know what I love about this dress? I love the neck. The neck is so gorgeous, and I love the back. I obviously have it in white now, and when you like it so much in one color, why not get in the other? But I really like it, and I think this would be nice with a pair of flip-flops, with like a big jacket, with a pair of heels. It's like an evening dress, but it's also not. It's so many different things, and it's this grayish khaki color. Okay, I love all of this. Did I get the right size? Yes, this is my size. So it's perfection, and I really love it. The only thing about the white is that it's a little bit different material. Here it is. So this one is more viscose, see? It just came back from dry cleaning also. And this one is a little bit more structured when on. Do I need to keep both? I mean, white obviously I'm keeping, but do I need this one as well? I really, really, really love it. And this is my favorite color. And also I'm getting a little bit of white fatigue, which is obvious after the bridal era. I don't want to see white anymore. But I got another khaki color dress, which is this one, because we're going on a little trip. I thought this would be very beautiful. Now, it might look like something that my aunt would wear, but it also might not be a necessarily bad thing, because my aunt is a pretty fabulous woman. What's so funny, my aunt, she always loved handbags, and I always remembered her as someone who really loved handbags. I remember once as a child I offended her, kind of borderline, not really, she didn't get offended, I was a child, but she always told me this story as if I wanted to offend her. And we were going to a supermarket, and at the entrance of the supermarket it said, leave your, like, you know, the tote that you bring for supermarket here, and then when you're like loading, like, you put the tote back in. So I told her, it says leave your tote here, and she said, this is my handbag. And she used to tell that story over and over and over again, because she was saying that I was being judgmental about her handbag, because I always liked fashion. I always loved fashion, even as a child, so I was not judgmental, because she always liked handbags, like leather, particularly handbags. It was just a funny story. This is the final dress. You guys only saw it, I didn't see it. Hold on, let me have a look in the mirror first. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite of everything that I've tried on so far. And I'll tell you why. I think this is the easiest one to make an outfit of. This can be a day dress, an evening dress with like right jewelry, like, you know, like a big loose jewelry. And you can even do some color blocking with this. Let me show you. Hold on. I love this necklace. It's not very expensive, but something like this on this olive green. And it's like a perfect summer piece. Obviously, I'm wearing already my... How does this open even? I never wore this necklace. This is magnetic. Yes, this is so easy. I love easy things. Obviously, I'm wearing this, so ignore this. But look how beautiful is this necklace. I'll also link this below. This is definitely coming on my next trip with me. And something like this. I love this. I love when like outfits come together naturally, you know what I mean? And this is something that like, it just will come naturally together with whatever. So I really love this, and I love the material, and I love this color, and I love the shape. It's a little bit of a balloon, and then it goes narrow, and it's perfect ankle length. I have a few more things to show you that have arrived in Milan, but I think I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow when we arrive. Look at the root bag also. You know this vibe? This can be a travel outfit. Oh, I love this dress. Okay, this one is 100% a keeper, because so many things are just like coming to me as like, wear me. Okay, I will wear you. So that's done, sorted. Now I really need to start packing, but because I don't like to pack, or I don't know if I can say I don't like to pack, but I don't really love to pack, let's say. I am gonna combine something I don't like with something I like. So a matcha and packing. Good morning, guys. We are packing up. I definitely need my lip balm. I'm just finishing my first coffee, and I think I've never actually shown you this box that I received from Louis Vuitton. It's their new lip liners. I haven't even tried them because I feel like the box is so beautiful that I don't even want to touch it. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different lip liners. This one looks like it'll be my favorite shade, I think. And then what else have we got? We have the balm and the rouge. Okay, look at the balm. And then this is the rouge. It looks right my kind of shade. It's gorgeous. So we are en route to Milan, but my essay texted me that she maybe has something for me. I mean, yesterday I told her like around 10 different things that I wanted. There were very random things like no Birkins or Kelly's, really random. She texted to say, maybe I have something for you. And Filippo was like, wait, but we're leaving tomorrow, so what are you, like, that was last night. Filippo was like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, well, we're gonna stop by as soon as our mess is open, so we're stopping by now. I think it's something quite exciting for me. Yeah?
It's actually very cool.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to Milano, which I'm also very excited for because we haven't been since we got married, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. We haven't been in a month.
That's kind of a thing.
Guys, how is it possible that this background, I'm sure it's familiar to many of you, still feels so much like home? And honestly, as much as I love living in Monaco, I love our Milan apartment. And like, this is our apartment, you know, this is like our place. It feels just so good. However, I do feel very like drowsy, and because I'm so comfortable and happy here, I feel like very sleepy here. There's something weird. I don't know what it is, but both Filippo and I said it. The light also in this apartment is unmatched. Like, I don't think I will ever live in an apartment with the light like this one. This has the most beautiful natural light, and throughout spring months, it's just so beautiful. I mean, in the winter it's very cozy, but in spring it's just so light and beautiful. Anyway, got back home. I had so many packages to unpack, as you can imagine, and things to do and see. Haven't been since our wedding, which is like a very long time for us, but there's always someone here at home, so that also helps, like with like various different things. However, I thought I'd show you a few things that we received, or I received while we were gone. Don't think that I forgot about this though, but this is a big giveaway on what it could be. So I don't know if I'm gonna unpack it or unbox it, I don't know, but obviously we stopped by at Hermes to pick up what I had saved for me. I know I also promised you that I want to talk to you about my sort of like health journey and how I did everything, and I think I'm gonna manage to do that as well. But first things first, as you guys know. Okay. By the way, I love this t-shirt that I'm wearing. I don't know if you've seen it before. I've worn it before actually. Anyway, I know you guys know this already, but I'm in a little bit of a sunglass moment. So I have a pair of sunglasses. I don't know if they're gonna work for me. Let's see. I kind of already have these sunglasses, but not exactly. So I ordered these Bottega Aviator sunglasses in olive green, and these are with silver. I love them. They're cool toned. I already have these glasses with, you know that they have like a little bowl behind. Wait, let me show them to you. I think they're here. Yes, I think they're the same. Look, yeah, you see? Yep. However, these that I love so much also, and I've worn so much, especially at like fashion weeks and stuff, I love them, but this bowl, it starts like bothering me after a while. I don't know why, it's just a little bit annoying. So I was hoping to have the shape that I love in a different color and a different vibe, and I think these are really beautiful. So that's thing number one that I was really looking forward to. And this is their case, okay? I've never actually seen these cases because they all come in different for some reason. I'm very excited. By the way, I know that like, I always talk about these things like I know it like the back of my hand because I'm so familiar with shopping on My Teresa. I don't know, I've like shopped there more than 100 times in my life, which seems kind of crazy, but maybe not more than 100 times, but like a lot of times. And I know that some of you will be like, what is My Teresa? My Teresa is like, it's my favorite online shopping destination. It's an online shop which sells various different brands from I'm looking around. Alaya, Kate, Dero, Dolce & Gabbana. Also, very rarely, because you don't get to find these on online websites like Miu Miu, Prada, but then also like Agolde, also more kind of like lower price point, high-end bits like Doen, Rowe, lots of different things. And I discovered a jewelry brand. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think Aesop? I don't know. So I wanted to open it with you. They have also like fine jewelry on my Teresa and like really great pieces. But guys, look at this. And this is so perfect for, it's so like, you can feel that it's wonderful. This piece is spectacular. Like, look at this necklace for my trip that I'm taking. I love this. This is like a character piece, a piece that will really, really add a lot of personality. I really love it. It comes with this authenticity card and you can like register your product. Oh, I love it. So these look a little bit like, they reminded me also a little bit of my wedding cake, which had this kind of like, little bit of like ruched paper material type of vibe. And these are earrings. These are like very cool fashion, but they're very light, so they're not gonna like break your ear, because nothing worse than when you're wearing earrings and then like you have to take them off because they hurt you. And then I also got another pair. I just love these pieces for summer. You know what I mean? These are utterly stunning. These were my first favorite when I saw them. Look how cool. They look like vintage, but not. A lot of character, like pieces that will stop you on the street and people will ask you like, where is that from? Where is that from? So I was very excited for that. And it's obviously like good price. I'll link everything below so you guys can check it out as well in case you're interested. Now in a completely different haul, I got a top that I was looking for, but this top is not my size. So we need to try it on together because I have no idea if it's gonna fit me, but I have outfits in mind. I think I've ordered these shoes 3 times now and somehow I ended up sending them back every time. I don't know why. I think it was a different heel height as well. You guys know how much I love Alaya shoes. I ordered them in like a Python version. I ordered them in so many different versions. And now this is like a final version. Normally they didn't have this back part. It was just like this kind of flip-flop part. But now they have this back part as well. So let's see how are these gonna look. Am I still not convinced? I do like them. So yeah, I'm always like, I always think that, you know, I like something, but then when I try it on, sometimes it just doesn't really, what to say, like it works, but look. I mean, I do love them. I find these shoes very easy to style when you want to style them with something simple, you know, like a dress. But since I've never had high heels with this kind of like a flip-flop style in the front, I'm just worried, are they gonna hurt me? I tried on the top as well. You can tell it's not my size. It's quite a few sizes bigger actually. It's 2 sizes bigger. It's not that much, but I think I can make this work because the look that I plan on wearing it, like if this was tucked in, look at this. Yeah, you can still kind of tell. But maybe not necessarily. Maybe I can make it work because I really want to make it work. And I love that it's this kind of sheer-ish vibe. And you know what else I realized? I don't have any silver sandals. I have gold sandals, my favorite, Asia from Jimmy Choo. Lots of Calvillas. I do have like silver-ish Calvillas, but this metallic silver, I don't have. I have like mules, but not this. Something like this, okay? But not something like this. And you know what? I know you guys and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why in the world did you get a top that is not your size? And it is a very valid question, but I did not get them on purpose like that. I got a top that is not my size because it was the last one. It got sold out. Actually, no, correction. I've ordered this top for my bachelorette and I returned it. And then I regretted it, so. Okay, I need a few more swimming suits because I'm a bit tired of the ones that I've been wearing in Monaco. So I'm gonna take this like burgundy one. You know what, like white swimming suits. I don't have enough white swimming suits, but I'm also a bit tired of color white. I like this Celine one that I have as well. I have a lot of things from Gucci, scarves and things, but this can be quite cute actually for the head. You know, olive green swimming suit, that will be very nice. And the Pucci thing. I don't even think I properly wore this one. This is the Chanel one from this year. Or maybe I did. I think I wore it in Miami in April. I also need to look into some other things. Give me a sec. Let's go through it together. I need a few more things. that are for beach. Ooh, I have a lot of good stuff in here. And summer is almost at the end, so you know, we need to make the most out of it. Let's see, what have I got? Some hats. I think I have enough hats. I have this really cute Missoni cover up. Never wore it. Should I bring this? I think I'm gonna bring this. Let's see. This is like my favorite beach thing. I think I should bring it anyway. It should be in Monaco for the summer at least. Some little shirts. In the back there's nothing, right? Okay, that's enough. I also don't want to bring like a whole world of things. You know what I mean? Maybe like a classic white shirt. You know, I don't have a classic white shirt in Milan, in Monaco. I have lots here. I love this shirt. I brought the Chrome Hearts one. I'm trying to think what I need. Okay, I'm gonna take a breather and talk to you guys, and then I'll come back to this. Wow, it's really hot, so I even had to change the top to just kind of like sit here because it's quite sunny. So even though there's AC, like if you sit in the sun, you really get hit. I wanted to address one thing. I was sitting in this very same spot, filming a video, making some sort of commitments, I want to say, and telling you guys on all the changes that I wanted to make in my life. As I've been growing up, I became much better at like really keeping promises to myself. I have always been pretty good at keeping promises to myself because I felt like the relationship that I have with myself, and yes, okay, you guys can call me crazy, has always been something very, very important to me. And I think like in my head and in my body, both. It's something that my mom taught me. My mom's always been like a very, very open and a very sort of like loving person throughout my life, still is. In fact, she just called me a second ago to interrupt filming this video. And she told me that I always have to stay true to myself and I always have to do what feels right for me and for my feelings. And sometimes you don't feel so good in your body, or you feel like maybe you are good, but you realize that maybe your health is not following, or you just think that like, maybe I can do better. And for many of you that don't know, I have an extremely sweet tooth, like extreme, to the point where I would normally open a bag of Nutella cookies and eat them all and thoroughly enjoy it, you know? And I used to think like, if I'm enjoying it, it can't be that wrong. And you know what? I think a life where you are refusing to give yourself something that you crave is a very sad life. I always thought that, and I still think that to this day. In this year, I really changed the way I look at things, and somehow I managed to change something where I started enjoying in healthy things. Like really, I never thought I would enjoy going to the gym because I never enjoyed it, but I think I was always doing it wrong way. I was always like overexerting myself on a treadmill, and like to the point where I would leave feeling so exhausted and definitely dreading going the next day. Like, you know, I was just like never wanting to go. I was also like, you know, choosing all these like yummy sweet meals because my body kind of like always chose pasta over like fish or meat on the menu. So I always chose carbs. And I spoke about that as well in my previous video. And I wanted to kind of do a video about what I changed and how I changed it. But I also didn't want this video or that video to be triggering for anybody. So I know I promised you guys to tell you what I've changed in this video, and I can go in much more depth, but I think that I would only do that if you guys really request it, because I would hate this to be triggering for anybody. Like talking about food or what we take into our bodies or how we look at food, it can be a very, very triggering topic. So if this is a triggering topic for you, like maybe now's the time to kind of like tune out. I just wanted to say that this year I decided to prioritize protein because, guys, when I tell you that I would never ever order meat on menu, I really mean it. I would always choose pasta or parmigiana or a vegetable salad or anything vegetable related over any kind of protein actually. And this year I got on a mission to find protein I really like. So I realized I really like the Parmesan cheese. I really like provolone cheese. Yes, those do come with like some fat as well, but fat is good. Like I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have issues with fat, so that shouldn't be an issue. The issue for me was mainly in white sugars. So because every January until March, I kind of try and quit on refined sugars, I added an extra challenge where I would really prioritize protein with every single meal. So I started eating more eggs for breakfast, maybe some like mozzarella as a side. I would eat Parmesan cheese cubes when I felt like I really needed to snack. Though, because I took this whole year Noah Slim every single day, it really helped me curb the need to crave anything. Like, I would, for example, love to stop at an autogrill, which is like a petrol station in Italy. I would love to stop and get like an ice cream or get a little croissant with like vanilla cream or something really yummy, like maybe not like fried. I never like fried foods that much, but like I always liked something carby. Nutella biscuits, Kinder Bueno, like whatever. Noah Slims really helped me that when we stopped at the petrol station, I was more feeling like, I'd rather have like nuts or maybe like a sandwich, but even if it's a sandwich, it would be like a really good one, like with the brown bread and like bresaola instead of like ham and cheese, you know. Now Slims really helped me, and I've told you this numerous times, on stop thinking about like snacking all the time and like thinking about food and thinking about what and when my next meal will be and like what else can I find in the fridge and what else can I find in the cupboard. Because I'm a very snacky person, especially when I go to a new country. I want to try all the snacks. I started searching for the protein that I love, and it took me like maybe a few months, but I really, really found so many different delicious, nutritious foods that yesterday for lunch I was like craving fish. I was craving fish and like side of rice, you know, and like a side of like, I don't care if it was not a basmati rice, because basmati rice is the healthiest rice. I was just like, yeah, I was not craving a meal of pasta. I was craving a meal of sibas, like a good sibas, you know. And obviously that also does come with like a price point, different price point as well, those kind of meals. But I even started eating chicken this year, and I promise you, for the 6 years that I've been with Filippo, he loves to eat chicken, like chicken breast for dinner. I not once had chicken for dinner, not once, until this year, when I was like, he would be like, what shall we eat for dinner? And I would be like, yes, I want to have some chicken. And I would have, like, when he makes salad, he would make mine with like vegetables and mozzarella and corns and green salad and tomatoes, and that would be it. And I loved it. But now I'm like, no, but what protein goes in it? Do I have tuna, or do I have like chicken on the side and broccoli? Chicken and broccoli became like one of my favorite dinner choices, but it didn't happen overnight. It happened because I understood kind of like a little bit how and what I'm doing to my cravings and to my sugar levels and how it's affecting my body, which is what then helped me maintain a really, really healthy body. And I'm saying that because I've just had a blood test done 2 weeks ago, and I never, since I was a teenager, I've never had such good blood results. Like, since I was 17, I don't remember. No, since I was 15, which is when I had a glandular fever. So I always had like blood tests done. I remember, my God, it was just so great. Like, my white blood cells are, you know, like things were just like so much better. And I was like, wow, I think I cracked the code. And on top of that, you guys know that I also started working out much more. I work out 3 to 4 times a week. Kind of like, there was a point when I was really working out like even 5 times a week, and I started enjoying it because I found workouts that I like. And because of my rich protein diet, I started noticing differences on my body, which I never noticed before. I never noticed, like, no matter how much I worked out, my body was always the same, if even worse when I worked out than when I didn't work out. But because I was eating so much more protein, my body was like really, really, like, you know, starting to get lean and muscly. I started building my core back. Things started getting better. Now, again, as I said, I can sit down and film like into detail, or maybe I can write like a Substack on this topic if you guys want to have everything in one place on how and what I recommend. But you can also go and watch my January video to see all the changes I decided to make. Obviously, I have a huge motivation goal to look good for my wedding, and more importantly, so to feel good at my wedding. Like, nothing worse than when you feel like something is tight, or when you have to like suck in your stomach so that you can look good, or whatever it is, you know, when you feel bloated and just like moody because of the food and diet and lack of exercise and like not such a good quality of sleep and whatever it is. I can sit down and like write all the tips on what I've changed if you guys want to see, but majority of it is in the January video. I can just like kind of tell you how I felt and how I stuck to those decisions. If you would like to know, but let me know, because I don't want this to be triggering to anybody or bothering anybody if it's unnecessary for you guys. One thing I would like to say on the workout is that I did less intense cardio, no running, none of that like sweaty stuff. I did incline walk, like, but the maximum incline walk, and just a lot of weights, like lifting weights, getting my posture better, working on it. It's very, very, very slow progress, but it is progress. And whenever you're better than yesterday, even if it's by 1%, you're still better than yesterday, which I think is progress. What else? But even if you're 0.1% better than yesterday, you're still progressing. So yeah, maybe people are still gonna leave me comments like, oh my God, your posture is terrible. Oh God, you look terrible, or whatever. But I know that I've progressed, and that's all that matters to me. And that's why I keep showing up for myself, because I know that like any kind of progress is something that I owe to myself. Because time will pass by anyway. The days will go, the years will go, and might as well try and get better when the time comes. So with that being said, I'm gonna love you and leave you in this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. And I, ladies and gentlemen, will see you in my next one. And we're gonna be in a really, really, really beautiful place. So come and join me. Bye, guys.